I played the Imoogis Questline so you don't have to. Welcome to my first video after the break. I haven't been playing BDO for a month now and I'm eager to get back into it. For today we are playing the Imoogis Questline because I have to do it before I can do the others. Don't worry, I will edit a lot so it don't get boring. I also refuse to even try to pronounce the names since this questline throws them at you like candy on Carnival. Hope you enjoy and let's hop into it. So this black spirit tells us that the royal inspector needs our help, and being the good Zerker doggo we follow the call and go to the Magnus. When we meet the guy, he tells us about a strange letter about a plague. After that he sends us to the government official with the promise that whilst he can't accompany us, he will not slack off. Remember that. Anyways, on the way back to the government official I managed to kill my horse. Surely my horse is gonna survive that, right? Fuck. One day of the wind later, we finally talk to G-Bang, a man of great posture. His default line is
life is all about give and take. You get what I'm trying to say, don't you?
So no bad foreshadowing whatsoever. Just as he tells us about a plague, a little kid appears out of nowhere. After a short back and forth with the random kid and the government official, we get sent to investigate the issue. The town we were sent has a really cartoonish green fog over it, which either means it's the pest or the town smells funny. After looking at some rotten plants, a well with black water and a few animals, we head back to G-Bang and just find out he arrested all the sick people and put them into one barn. When we confront him about it, the random kid appears out of nowhere again. They argue again, the official gives in again. Funnily enough, we get the choice of either sending him to tend to the village, quarantine him with the rest of the sick, or let him eat a rotten crop, which would mean 100% death. That being settled, we get to talk to the random kid and behold, it's the other girl.
Kumihan
Wrote the letter we initially followed. She tells us that the plague comes from across the sea. She sends us to Do-hoon, who tells us about the ritual we have to partake in. He even tells us the way is a bit doubtful, but somehow he forgot to tell us about the combat. So this was my first combat encounter since I started BDO again. I hope you enjoyed this. This is the last bit of action you will get for a long time. So we meet the lady and we obviously killed the mobs for the ritual. I mean, of course we know that, right? She tells us that we shouldn't jump to conclusion, but it's 100% Imoogis. With this twisted info we headed back to
Kumihan,
who already found a cure for the disease, and talked to the villagers. One girl claims to be Imoogis sacrifice, but apparently it works different, like what we are used from sacrifices. So in this ritual, the kid has to disguise itself as Imoogi, and to protect the kid, Imoogi gives her a blessing, which cures her. But Imoogi refused her, so we
Kumihan
and my mighty Zerker boy decided to have a talk with Imoogi. Once we arrived at the nest, we encountered a descendant of the god of water, who gives us some insight in Imoogi. One of it being, if you call Imoogi a snake instead of a dragon, it can try to cultivate itself for 1,000 of years or go to spare. So we went to the altar of Imoogi and cleared some green fog by using the power of Zangoon, but the snake wasn't showing up. The descendants of the god of water told us about a similar event that took place 50 years ago, and since
Kumihan
doesn't remember it, we have to go on a little learning montage.
Buddy Person. Book reading. dealing on a 900-year-old entity. And finally, a cutscene.
So to put this in short, Imoogis has caused the Black Rain 50 years ago because the dragon orb got corrupted. The Fox sisters stole the orb and Sangoon sealed the dragon, while some other dude purified the orb and accidentally absorbed the black energy. After that, they gave the dragon orb to the secret society called the Mythic Investigation Bureau to hide the orb forever. With this knowledge in hand, we only have two options left. Either Imoogi went insane and started killing people on its own, or someone found the orb and is filling it with evil energy. Okay, back to the story. Bunny Person decides to go and talk to Imoogi, while we go and look for the orb. As soon as we talk to the official, we get the horrible news that the Bunny Person got eaten by Imoogi. We rush to aid her and face off with the snake for the first time.
Nice, look at that feet.
Just as we slaughter the beast, it awakens and turns into a Genkur, basically Imoogi's awakened form. So the
Gumeho.
jumps in and helps us flee from the battlefield. She mentions that Imoogi is not the same as she used to, and it has to be controlled from another source. We get told that the Royal Inspector has a journal that tells us the location of the dragon orb, so we headed to the location. Just as we arrive, we find the Inspector battling a rift that comes from the corrupted dragon orb. It is pouring out monstrous creatures that were never being seen before in this land, and with that a new combat started. After they were dealt with, Imoogi's child appeared. She lets us know that she is Imoogi imprisoned within the Dragon Orb. She tells us about a secret society that emerged from the remnants of the mythical investigation burial, called the Centipede Market. They tricked Imoogi to become Gencool, after telling us that Imoogi and the girl healed the Dragon Orb and vanished. Now with the Dragon Orb purified, we can take on Imoogi again. Once we put the Dragon Orb back, Imoogi's soul can start to restore itself. This concludes the Imoogi questline, but there's still one question open. Who is the Centipede Market and why are they doing those things? Maybe we'll find out in the next questline. Thank you all for watching. If you like this kind of content, please let me know in the comments. Also a huge thank you for everyone who stayed around whilst I moved. I hope you all have a wonderful day and I hope to see you all in the next video.